Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Hope everybody's doing good, man. I don't do videos all the time. I just came in from the store. Just wanted to talk with y'all real quick, share some stuff with y'all, see how y'all are doing. Hopefully I'm encouraging the chosen ones. Hope you guys are doing good. What's that? A street sweeper? Wow, I've never seen a street sweeper in this town ever before in my life. The whole time, I've never seen a street sweeper. Now they're cleaning the streets. Man, they're keeping the streets clean. It's very, very good. I've never seen a street sweeper since I've been here. It's the first time I've seen that. That's kind of crazy. Growing up in New York City, though, I used to see them all the time because depending on where you live, sometimes you couldn't park on one side of the street during certain hours because the street sweepers would come through. And if you did park there and the street sweepers went through, you'd probably get a ticket, right? And the people that live in New York, you already know how it is with those tickets. I hope everybody's doing good though, man. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only, all right? That's what I'm here for. All right. Hope everybody's doing good, man. I just came in from Walmart, did a little shopping. If I had a show, this would be my theme song.
It happened that moment when you
Sweaty, sweaty.
cause you are a dream that you should not have been. Fantasy real. You gave me the speed and faith, this rhythm inside. You made me feel good and feel nice and feel love. Take me paradise. Take until you speak, baby. Cause I can't live my life without you here by my side.
Oh, what happened? What happened to the music, man?
You gave me the feeling, yeah. So shouldn't I? You're the highest of the high. You're the highest of the high. If you don't know, don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder. Couldn't I realize you're the highest of the high? If you don't know, then I'll see. Don't ever wonder. Don't ever wonder.
Cheer. Don't ever wonder. Once again, hope everybody's doing good. Let me see if I probably could utilize the mic now. Play the music. Yeah, I should be able to hear me now that I got the mic. But I hope everybody's doing good, man. Hope everybody's in a good place, mentally, uh, physically, spiritually, financially, economically, depending on your situation. I just hope everybody's being safe, being cautious. Um, I've been doing some, I guess you could call it like YouTube research, and I've been looking at some videos with about like ancient history and um, forbidden knowledge or forbidden history or stuff that they decided not to tell people. Like I've been learning about this Cabbage Patch Kids, um, and I thought the Cabbage Patch Kids was the dolls and stuff. But apparently, there is some type of very dark and hidden history about Cabbage Patch Kids, in regards to it being possibly a reset, um, repopulation, cloning thing with children, right? Like something um, very, very bad happened on the planet where a lot of people died, and I guess these or what they call them. I don't remember what they call them. But these overseers, these overlords, or whatever these entities are, they decided to start to clone people to repopulate society, right? And as scary as it sounds, I think that these things are possibly very, very real. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I think that these things are very, very real, based on the way that people act, based on the way that sometimes the powers that be has a very, very I would say, a very, how they disregard sometimes, to me, what is known as human life. I think that they just see these people that they possibly have created, which are clones. They created them and they disregard them and they don't care about them. So that's why there is no compassion or acknowledgement of life, because they don't care. They're like, we can just recreate a whole bunch of new clones. It seems scary, but it seems very, very real. We've seen the movie that came out recently that a lot of people laughed at. Um, what was it called? They cloned Tyrone, right? And the scary thing is that I think that each continent, possibly each world power, or I don't know, possibly country, they have these things put in place where they're literally cloning people and putting them on the street. Because some people act very, very weird, and for a long time I've been trying to figure out why people have been acting so weird, especially with me. And now I'm not to be antisocial, but I still, I still go out and I still like to go look at stuff, and I like to, I buy clothes, stuff that I need, grocery shopping and all that stuff. But people just act so weird. Like some people see me and they go out of their way to try and make a gesture. Like, is your life so pathetic that you have to wait till you see me in a store to do a gesture to make yourself feel better or to make yourself laugh or smile? Is your life that, are you that bored, or is nothing going on for you that you wait for me to see me in the store just to come around me to either say something or to do a gesture? Is your life that pathetic? I hope the world could hear me. It's crazy. People come around me and they'll go out of their way for me to see them, and for this, just for them to do this. Did that make your day? I hope it made your day. Some of you people are pathetic, man. And that's the thing. I don't know if some of y'all are clones. I don't know if you guys are um, aliens. I don't know if you're Nephilim. I don't know if you're fallen angels disguised as humans. But regardless, you're pathetic. You wait till you see me in a store just to point. You have nothing going on in your life but just to see me in a store just to point. Or to look at me. I've caught people staring at me. It's weird, man. Now, I understand it's a free country. People can look at whatever they want to look at. But why are you staring at me? I know that I'm a very handsome young man. I appreciate the Most High for making me who I am. But y'all don't have to stare at me. And I'm not into nothing weird. Listen, do not take what you have heard or what you perceive or what you may think and get yourself in a bad situation, right? I'm not with the foolishness. I'm not with Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? I'm not down with the clown show. All right? Do not let something that you've heard or what you think get you in a bad situation with me. I am not no punk. Trust me. But yeah, I think that people are weird, man. I have to avoid people now. Like once upon a time, I was cool with my neighbors. Now I have to avoid them, right? Because they possibly could be agents, or they could be Nephilim, or they could be aliens, right? So now I have to avoid them because at the end of the day, I do have people follow me around. I'm going to be real with you. Who you know as Lucifer? She is a woman. She's obsessed with me, right? And I have to guard my brain and my essence and my aura because she feels like she's obligated to me, right? Or I'm obligated to her. Something sick like that. I don't know. It's weird. And then her weird boyfriend slash son slash husband, um, the um, the leader of the Rainbow Coalition, is like obsessed with me too, right? And he is an energy vampire, along with I think he is a vampire as well. But he's obsessed with me too. So I have to avoid people now because I don't know who is disguised as Lucifer and who is disguised as Tarnush. So I have to avoid people going forward. So anybody that knows me, besides maybe my children, all right? Be honest with you, besides my children, all right? I really don't have no needs or no need to communicate with anybody else. Because it's getting very, very weird. I'm looking at some of the things happening with women, and it's very, very scary. Um, I'm not going to say that some of the things that I've said or some of the things that I may have posted on my social media have been right or correct, but I think that I've proven my point. Lucifer is a woman. A lot of the things happening on the news in regards to women, the crimes that women are committing, it's not being put on the news. It's not being it's not being it's not being broadcasted by the national news networks at all. Women are committing crimes a lot. Now I understand why women say they don't like good guys and good guys are corny to them. Because women, I realize women have this thing about crime. They love criminals, they love crime, they love dummies to risk their lives for them, risk their freedom for them, right? These guys that are scammers, drug dealers, right? I've heard the saying, they call these guys pookies, right? And for in regards to the melanin women, I've heard of them being referred to as Keishas. You know, it's funny. I know a Keisha. That's crazy, but she doesn't act like a Keisha. If that's a thing, it's scary though, man. The Keishas of the world. I understand now why you say that you want a high value man, but in the same breath say that you want to be a prison wife. What you see physically is happening spiritually. I've heard a lady say that her peace is her man being in prison. Jesus Christ. Now you see, women have helped encourage criminality throughout society, right? Because they encourage these men to be criminals, right? So men now feel like they have to be over masculine, over macho, and do things to try and prove themselves to some of these women that feel like they might have been like, I don't know, soft or a punk or whatever the case may be. Now these guys are probably unalived, they're in prison, they're jammed up, and she will move on with her life and be with other men or possibly other women. I don't know, whatever lifestyle she's into, right? And then you're in prison trying to prove something to this woman. Tell you guys a quick story. Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff with women being irresponsible with children. This is a true story. I know a young lady. At the time, she had 3 children. I think her oldest was about, I want to say maybe 9, 10 years old. Her second child, I believe he was probably like 7. And then I think her youngest might have been like 1 or 2 years old. Now she had a sister. And I believe her sister had, at the time, recently just had a baby. I think her baby was maybe a few weeks old at the time of this incident. This is a true story, and this happened right here in Texas. I will not give names because I don't want to be disrespectful, but this is a true story. Now, these 2 ladies went to the club, and I gave you the ages, about 9 or 10, 7, and I think maybe 1 or 2 years old. For the one sister. Her other sister had a newborn, which was probably a couple weeks old. They decided to go to the club. Now, the neighbors, I'm not sure if they were beefing with the neighbors or not, but I think the neighbors had seen what happened and called the authorities immediately. Right? Not immediately, maybe a couple hours after. Right? This was an irresponsible thing to do. And this happens all the time. Ladies going to the club and leave their kids in the car. Ladies going to the store. I don't know. It is what it is, right? I've seen that ladies say that they are the smartest. They're the most educated. But at the same time, I see ladies do some of the most dumbest things. Say some of the most dumbest things. Say things that don't even make sense. Say things that are irrelevant. Say things to gaslight you. Right? Say things weird like, "Oh, you must be down with the Rainbow Coalition because you don't have nothing else to say." And you know what's funny? The same Rainbow Coalition that women are trying to throw you under the bus for being a part of,
they're the biggest supporters of the Rainbow Coalition. Matter of fact, a lot of women are part of the Rainbow Coalition, but yet they talk badly about it. You support the Rainbow Coalition men, calling them your best friend, go best friend, go best friend. You go shopping with them. You guys pick out makeup together, dresses, outfits, wigs, weaves, weirdo stuff, Sodom and Gomorrah. Lord have his mercies. You support the Tyler Perrys of the world. Sodom and Gomorrah. Fire and brimstone is coming. I tell no lies. And a lot of you women have been supporting this Rainbow Coalition lifestyle. A lot of you women, and a lot of y'all are religious. A lot of y'all are in church. Y'all are in synagogues. Y'all are in temples. Y'all are in the mosque. And a lot of y'all are down with this Rainbow Coalition stuff. But yet y'all talk badly about it and try and gaslight men and shame men. And deep down in your hearts, you ladies know who all these men that are into that lifestyle, you know who they truly are. That's why now I look people in the eyes when I see them, because I can see the devil and the demons in them, the God in me. And I salute everybody that has God in them. Because the God in you can see the devil and the demon in them. This is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Be aware of your surroundings. Take care of yourselves. We have aliens, Nephilim, weirdos around us. Low vibrating, low frequency entities that want dominion over us. It is scary when I look at the news and I hear about the technology and the things that AI can do. It scares me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not afraid of a lot of things, but it frightens me a little bit. From the time that I was using that solar-powered calculator, I never thought that artificial intelligence would go so far. Now they're talking about robots can do things in your house. They can clean up your house. Man, it's getting scary. Oh yeah, I didn't get to finish my story. Yeah, the young lady, the two young ladies that went to the club and left their children irresponsibly, they caught a case. They lost their children. They lost custody of their children for a while. True story. But I hear ladies say that they're the most educated, they're the most responsible, they're the most spiritual, they're the most this, they're the most that, but they've been doing some of the most craziest things on this planet. This planet is vibrating low mostly because of women. And then I wonder if the story about Adam and Eve was too far-fetched. My God. And I know how much women love their dogs. And it's funny, isn't a dog God backwards? And you know, women, they get to control the dog. They pull at the dog. They be yelling at the dog, talking crazy to the dog. If you don't have children that you can mistreat, you get to mistreat your dog. You get to mistreat your pets. And you know what? I have to say this. I know that all women, all ladies are not evil. I know that all women are not conniving, wicked, corrupt, seeking an adrenaline rush for crime. They're not trying to look for criminals. They're looking for good men. They're trying to be wives. But a lot of brothers right now are in prison because of a woman. A lot of brothers are unalived in the grave, rotting right now because of a woman. And you see these women, no disrespect, you see all these women in the club, regardless of race. You see grandma, um, aunties, cousins, mama, daughter, all in the club together at the same time. And it's nobody's birthday. You might see it once in a while. I remember when I was younger, once in a while you see everybody in the club. You'd be like, is that grandma in the club? With auntie and old girl with her moms? Once in a while. Maybe at special occasions. But you see it like every week now. Nobody want to babysit. Everybody's in the club. Who's teaching these young ladies how to cook? Who's teaching these young ladies to be wives? Who's teaching these young ladies to be mothers? Who's teaching these young ladies to be responsible? Who's teaching these young ladies to be the spiritual leader, quote unquote, of the household? My body doing this avatar thing, doing this matrix thing. I realized that my body earns for companionship, for a physical compatibility with another woman, right? Based on my past, I've had 2 marriages, few girlfriends, things of that nature, right? So I have to discipline myself, to control myself, to realize now that I'm a new person, this body is not going to be utilized to engage in promiscuousness and lustfulness based on this weakness that Lucifer, as a woman, utilizes on men. In my eyes, some of the ladies, I'm not gonna lie, they look very, very attractive. But to be honest, this is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. The juice is not worth the squeeze anymore, ladies. In my eyes, ladies, a lot of you are finished. You are cooked. Society is finished and society is cooked because of you, ladies. These are the facts. Young men, take care of yourself. I would say maintain discipline, especially the lust factor, right, in regards to women, because women use it as a crutch, and they utilize that by seeing that weakness in us. No matter what they do, they'll think that sex will justify their bad behavior, their mistreatment, their disrespect, their disregard for you as a man, as far as having respect, no manners, no regard, right? Maintain discipline. Save your money, invest your money, take care of yourself. Stop wasting your money on useless women, because a lot of these women are useless. They're not mothers. They're not wives. They're not nothing. They prop themselves up to be something that they're not. It's the truth. And I'm not bitter and I'm angry. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my soul. Stay away from a lot of these women. A lot of these women are fallen angels in flesh. I told you guys Lucifer is a woman, and women stick together most of the time, even though I look at the news and women are unaliving each other. A young lady unalived her manager at McDonald's, and she was a mother of several children. And the young girl, instead of quitting the job or getting a new job, she came back to her job and unalived her manager. So you women, to me, a lot of you ladies need to get help. A lot of y'all need to get therapy, because a lot of y'all are crazy. And did you guys know that in a group setting, 3 out of 4 women are usually on meds for mental health? In a group setting, 3 out of 4 women are usually on meds for mental health. I wonder why they was doing the Cabbage Patch Kids stuff. I wonder if the Nephilim or the aliens or the custodians or the Anunnaki, maybe they wanted to speed up this cloning thing, so they created their own versions of man, their own versions of mankind, their own humans. And that's why we have so many disconnect and so much differences on this planet, because you have the original man, God's children, and then you have the Anunnaki and the custodians versions of man or mankind. So we have several types of beings walking this plane that look human. Clones, artificial people, soulless people walking the planet. And maybe the artificial intelligence cloning program is not working well enough anymore, and maybe they're trying to replace it with robots, with AI. You call any company now, you're talking to an artificial intelligence before you talk to a real person. You know, it's funny. There's this guy I follow him. He's funny. He covers a lot of things going on in what's going on with men, and he tries to encourage men, and I think it's good. But he said something that was very interesting. He said that he refers to the melanated sisters as Keishas, and he said that if he calls to say pay a bill or to talk to customer service about something, he says as soon as he hears a Keisha, he's hanging up and calling back. He'd probably rather speak to artificial intelligence and talk to a real person. But he said if he hears a Keisha, meaning a melanated woman, answer the phone for customer service, he's hanging up and he's calling back. He said he'd rather speak to a Maria, which is an Hispanic woman. He'd rather speak to a Karen, which is a Caucasian woman. Or he may want to talk to Shang Li. No disrespect. This is probably an Asian woman. Right? Before he talks to a Keisha. Artificial intelligence over a real person. Is this where we're headed right now? No more Cabbage Patch Kids, robotic kids. And you guys see everything's happening with the news. I wish I could make it up. I wish I could make it up. You guys seen it for yourself. There's no lies going on no more. Corruption and evil and wickedness is in your face. You know what? It would be better. It'd be better if politicians started lying to people instead of like fabricating this truth or stuff that they claim that they're going to do, but they should just be real and just not even lie. Just tell the truth. Say, yo, I'm not going to do half the stuff that I'm telling you I'm going to do. I don't care about you people. My here the job is to maintain the lifestyles of very, very rich and wealthy people that quote unquote run this country and run the world. That is my job as a politician. I could care less about you people. That's what politicians should stop lying and tell people the truth. My job is to maintain the lifestyles of wealthy, powerful people that control the world. I could care less about you. And these powerful and wealthy people, they're not even human. They're vampires, reptilians, aliens, Anunnaki, custodians. They're multidimensional beings. They're not from this planet. Politicians tell the truth. You can care less about people. That's my sign for my AI. Power off. Folks, be good. Take care of yourself. All right? I'm not going to preach to y'all and tell y'all it's the last days. You can see it for yourself. All right? I've talked a lot. I've talked over 30 minutes. Lord have his mercies. You guys be safe, man. Take care of yourself. Be mindful of people around you. Not everybody is human. They have Cabbage Patch Kids, and they have artificial intelligence, and they have cloning systems. Not everybody is human. And keep in mind, these quote unquote aliens, Anunnaki, custodians, these people, their technology is light years ahead of what you may think or know of. Their technology is light years ahead. All right? Light years ahead. So, like every time we get something new as far as technology, you're thinking it's brand new. When I don't know, maybe in another galaxy, it's toys for a kid. But you think it's an advanced technology, but it's a toy that a child is playing with in another galaxy. No country for old people, man. Old people are the ones starting all these wars. Old people. And old people are supposed to be wise. They're supposed to be your elders. And they act so immature, but they're the ones dropping bombs and killing everybody. Old people, old men. And a child shall lead them. Man, it's crazy. No country for old men. Hey, it's the kid, man. Y'all take care of yourself. Be safe. I get up. Peace.